Risk is a victim of its own ambition. Yet this is a video game version of a beloved board game. Those who wasted their hard-earned cash on this fan-made will wish they kept their money to themselves. Wonky controls, lack of tutorials, and bad gameplay, Risk is an eyesore and does not imitate the actual fun of the real game. As of today, it's so unpopular, you probably couldn't even play an online match, even if you wanted to. Risk starts off promising. It looks pretty and has got a cool cutscene at the start of the game, but everything takes a turn for the worse. The story isn't that compelling either. It doesn't naturally take any inspiration from any stereotypical game or movie. The objective of the game is to take control over many countries as you can, and defeat your opponent or opponents, just like in the real board game. The design of the game and layout is cool, but it features some of the most bizarre and frustrating guess what I'm thinking controls. In fact, they're worse. There are no tutorials explaining the real controls, where it was difficult. My opponent was basically on top of me the whole time. To give one example, I was in the draft stage where I had to deploy troops, and after I deployed some in Egypt, I had to deploy some more, but it wouldn't let me do so. What? How am I supposed to deploy more troops? Risk does an abysmal job in teaching you what interactions are possible in this game. Though it does reward players with fireworks and jets, it never manages to wriggle out of the bad points that don't make it worthwhile. Risk falls flat on the strongest possible of terms, and as a result is a frustrating turn on the board game industry with at least some interesting points. But all that said, there is absolutely no reason to buy this game. Perhaps this game was intended to be more of a community experience, or maybe it'll get a cult following because of someone who actually reaches the end. But if that's the case, they probably should have stayed on their own side of the border. For more of our videos, have a look at what we thought of our new review of 1v1.lol or Tiny Royale. But for everything else, keep it here, Gambo Games.